I like crystals. I don't care.
You know what's great, Dave? We didn't have your mic on for any of that.
We're rolling. I'm gonna poke the bear for about the next 58 minutes.
Shit.
Shit. Going out
Hopefully-
hardcore like an
hopefully-
early 90s morning DJ.
Hopefully you don't get Q blast,
Extreme.
motherfucker.
What?
I said, hopefully you don't get Q blast, motherfucker.
Are you talking about the guy from the Revenant?
Yeah.
You're gonna attack me with a bear?
Be a bear and attack you.
You're gonna get raped by a bear?
Rape you like a bear.
You're gonna bear rape me?
The Sasquatch rape you. I know that's a fear.
Dude, that bear fucks him up.
Oh.
Dude.
Then he fucks that bear up, though.
I couldn't survive. I would be done.
Oh, dude. Like,
Oh.
a one swipe, I'd have been dead as fuck.
Or at least just laying on the ground crying, not trying to survive.
Play dead, play dead.
I was like, please, Mr. Bear, kill me in one swipe.
Play dead. I'm gonna flail until it fucking kills me.
You ever see that lady who got her face scooped out by a bear?
No.
Oh, what?
Yeah, there's like a deformed lady. She's, alive. It's fine. Well, not fine, but living. And she's like, her face is just, boop. It just got like scooped right out of her head by a
We
bear.
were talking about that last time I was on with you guys about that guy without a face.
Yeah, that was a different thing.
He got his face, he got his face eaten up by a guy on bath salts.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that guy's still alive. He's
That guy
not
thought
doing
he was
well.
a bear.
I forgot about. Did we do a hilarious bit about the guy with no face or something?
Oh, we turned it into like a piece of art and used it to promote that particular podcast.
We did.
People
That's
were
right.
not happy.
Oh, well.
But
They wanted to forget about that man.
It happened. Like we said, that's why we talk about the shit we do. You can't forget about that dark shit.
Yeah.
We came from the darkness.
We're in it.
You're in the darkness?
I was born in it.
You're born in the darkness.
Oh,
I was
no,
already
no.
a man before I seen the light.
Tom Hardy. I'm looking. I like everything he does. I'm very much looking.
Dude,
forward
that
to
Venom movie can go fuck itself.
I like trash movies. I can't help myself.
You think it's gonna be so bad, it's gonna be good.
Justice
like one of
League
those.
was a train wreck. I was like, this is fun.
Dude, I watched Justice League.
Oh, what'd you think? Oh, let's talk about Justice League.
I enjoyed it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Ruby
haven't-
told me
oh,
you
Yeah,
liked
that's
it.
okay.
Well, you're
I'm like,
going to
whatever.
get it. Well, guess what? One of Alina's favorite parts and my favorite parts of Batman vs Superman was this very odd close-up of Bruce Affleck. Bruce Affleck. Let's go with it. It's whenever Batman and Superman see each other for the first time, and they do this close-up of Superman, ooh, Batman, and they show Ben Affleck, and he has this look on his face, and his lips are ooh, like in a ooh sort of pose, and he has the dumbest ass look on his face of like, oh, Superman. And Justice League is ripe with dumb close-ups. Like in the moment when Superman comes in the end to save the day, they do a close-up of just Batman smiling. Batman doesn't smile.
Yeah,
You're fucking this up.
I fell asleep for half of it, but I woke up
It was-
and realized that the villain was named Steppenwolf. That was dumb. And I know there's a god named Steppenwolf. I get that, but I don't. It was weird. It's fun though. It's fun.
Yeah, that's one of the other things that annoyed me about it was that it was like so fucking like yay. It's like, good Jesus Christ! What is this, a Marvel movie?
Like
What
Justice
the
League,
fuck?
A lot of it was.
God,
Justice-
it was so
Justice
like
League
that's the one
Unlimited
thing
was
that pissed me
darker.
off. Oh yeah, but I enjoyed it. I don't know. I feel like it could have been a lot better, But I didn't hate it.
No,
I really think it would have been different.
I think it's the best of the DCEU.
Oh, you think so?
I liked it better than Wonder Woman.
I thought Wonder Woman was the best out of all.
I think I did like Wonder Woman better.
You know what? I think that Aquaman's gonna be a sleeper.
I would go see it though. I like
James.
Everyone says that.
Oh,
Ruby's like, I'd have
Aquaman.
like 10,000 of his babies. I was
Oh, my
like,
God.
yeah, me too. Look at him.
I'd be
He's an
his
Adonis.
seahorse. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
I like Jason Momoa.
I'll be
so
you
I
mount
wanna-
you.
well, that
Grab
movie.
me the seahorse that mounts the world. Or whatever.
Actually, the
Oh.
seahorse men get pregnant, so I'd impregnate the fuck out of him if that's the situation it was going to be. Or vice versa.
Could you
that's
imagine?
fine.
Could you imagine?
Whatever.
Could you
I
imagine?
stabbed that in my
Whatever.
mind's eye. Jason Momoa birthing millions of little baby Jason Momoas. Sorry. Oh yay! Now they could hear me.
Could you imagine pregnant Jason Momoa?
He'd still
Oh,
be beautiful. He'd be
He'd still
glowing.
be, yeah. He'd
Oh
still
my God.
He'd have a pregnancy glow. You wouldn't be able to stop looking at him.
No,
Oh, he'd
he
still,
would be beautiful.
he'd definitely still be.
He always has a
Yeah,
pregnancy.
of
He would still be
course.
like, I'll bang him still.
Right? Exactly.
Right? It's like
Uh,
clear up into the third trimester.
God, what a-
I don't give a fuck.
Could I ask you an honest question, boys? What is a dude that if he knocked on the door and said, "Hey, naked underwear time," you go, "Yes, fill in the blank, naked underwear time." Who would it be?
who would you go gay for?
Oh, I don't
Oh,
even know.
man.
I don't even know.
Mm.
It's bad that I know.
I'm not
already.
even afraid to tell you. There's like, I'm having a hard time deciding.
There's so many options.
I mean, for the right amount of money, I'm like, what the fuck?
All right. Well, what's one of them?
But
that
I don't
money's
know.
not even that much money though.
I
Yeah,
guess
like-
I've never really thought about it. I definitely think Jason Momoa is easy on the eyes,
Oh yeah, for sure.
but I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
kind of really. Kind of, I guess it depends on what you're into.
Yeah, that's true.
Are
too.
you into the
Right-
strong
I'm
type or
fucking-
like
I'm
the
hitting a
the
wall.
weak kind of guy?
Well, I just hit a wall because Jason Momoa is a giant motherfucker. Yeah. Now I just
I just-
picture him violently fucking me.
I picture that scene from Game of
literally,
Thrones.
I'm clutching my pearls and shit. Oh, like
no matter. No matter
I don't know.
there's only one way for that to go because Jason Momoa is definitely not a bottom.
Oh, he's not gonna let me be on top. He won't let me pitch.
Let me dominate you, you giant savage.
I think I'm okay. I would kill me.
You never seen that scene from Game of Thrones?
No, I don't watch that bullshit.
Oh, dude, he pretty much destroys a little blonde
Are
girl.
the three of you
Yeah.
gonna fucking murder me now because I just?
I don't give a
No,
fuck.
I don't
it's
care.
whatever, man.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
If you don't want to watch the best
What
show
is
ever,
this?
you don't fucking have to watch the
Oh,
best
you'd
show.
be you'd be a monster.
medieval softcore porn. Okay.
And it's
Pretty
great.
much.
Politics involved.
There's a
but,
lot of
whatever.
castration.
There's ass fucking in that shit. Jesus Christ.
Is there?
Fuck
ass?
yeah, there's ass
Yeah,
Yes,
fucking
there
yeah.
there.
is. Yeah, they hang a lot of dong.
Yeah, it's an equal opportunity.
They've
Yeah.
nudity.
they've sans the dong and because they're trying to like
Few
wrap up some
times.
story.
It's ridiculous.
That's
That
what
doesn't-
times were like,
That
Josh.
doesn't need to be that much fucking graphic.
It's
sex
historical.
nudity.
Dongs and
Like,
dongs and butts.
Things
oh
are
my
fucking.
God, how's that relevant to what you're fucking like? Why does that need to be in there?
Listen, you
It
try
can be implied all the time.
JP, you try swinging a sword at something and try not fucking something afterwards. I gotta fuck the first thing I see.
I know that's all, dude. That's all those dudes did back then. Was just fucking eat, come, sleep,
Swing sword,
fight. You know what I mean? Murder.
Murder's always my favorite.
Oh shit.
I just don't see the fucking point. And like, I don't know, sex scenes in movies and TV shows instantly make me awkward.
You're,
It's just-
you know what? You're right though, because it's so
It
unrealistic.
instantly-
I'm
like,
like,
why
that's
do
not
I-
what it looks
what
like
the
when
fuck?
I fuck. And
No.
I'm sort of like this. Like I'm like.
If I wanna
"Eh."
watch
Neither one of them
It's
look like
like-
they're about to cramp.
They're taking their butt and they're like, and there's 2 inches of separation, and she's just bumping her butt up against his crotch. And it's like, what are you doing? I'm bouncing on you.
Yeah.
It's like literally
It's-
no contact. Oh, think
If
fucked
I
up
wanted
on
to-
my phone.
If I wanted to watch that, I'll just watch porn. I don't need this in my fucking. It just makes me feel awkward.
Yeah, back in the days of Cinemax porn, it's like, there's porn just available. Oh, this is boring.
Oh,
So
that was
lame.
the worst.
And they always had the same weird, big, buff, blonde, fake Fabio dude. And his name was Evan Stone because I'm a weirdo and I know shit like that.
Why do you
Knows.
know shit like that?
Because I watched Cinemax horrible porn, and one of the more memorable ones he was in was, and this isn't a dude I would fuck.
No, not on the
Mm-mm.
list.
Have you seen Evan Stone?
No, I haven't.
I could tell by the name.
He's going in detail about this.
Well, okay, so
the
Holy
softcore
shit.
porn star.
the reason these were so appealing, like you needed these on two. These were appealed on 2 different levels. One, your nature side. I need to beat off to
Your
something.
Your
And
name-
2,
natural.
I really like comedies because as far as porn you find on the internet is like dark grindhouse shit. This was the cartoon of porn because one porn he was in was called.
Dude, internet porn is
Oh
on a
my
different
God.
level. I mean,
Wow.
that's
Right?
God.
That's not. What are you?
Are you,
What
did you-
keywords are you looking for?
This is Evan Stone.
Oh,
all
geez,
of
he
you.
looks like skinny Chris
Oh,
Farley.
I know who he
So
is from my
Evan
childhood.
Stone. Yeah.
Oh my god.
See? Are you ready for his body
You
of
wanna
work?
see
I
too?
have no idea who. he
His
is.
body of work includes Space Nuts,
Right.
Catwoman, Wonder Woman,
Just wanted to see Evan
Pornocopia.
Stone.
Cinderella, Jailhouse Heat, The Lair, Barbarella XXX, and House on Hooter Hill, which is one of my favorites. The two I remember him specifically were House on Hooter Hill, and it was a I Dream of Jeannie parody. And there were two genies. Like the first story, the first fuck scene you got was Evan Stone and whoever the chick that played the female genie is, and they got separated and put in different dildos.
Oh my god!
Because of course, and so of course you know where this goes. One person gets one dildo. The lady genie comes out first and fucks everybody. But then Evan Stone comes out and fucks everybody. He's like, I want my genie back. But he just realizes he likes fucking all kinds of people. And the other genie realizes she likes fucking all kinds of people. And the puns are hysterical. There's a scene. There's a scene in the bottle that he takes two women in the bottle, and they're both going down on him, and he's standing there like the Brawny Man and going, "Praise Allah."
Oh my god!
And House on Hooter Hill.
Oh no!
I don't know the song.
The House on Hooter Hill.
I'll have to find it, and I'll get back to you on it. But he actually has a musical number in House on Haunted Hill. And the only lines I could really remember were, "We got witches with tits and werewolves with dicks," and just made like he would take a witch and attach something pornographic to it, take a werewolf, attach something pornographic to it, and that was the song. Fucking pumpkins, man! Like
it's fucking called art, Davey.
I'm not saying it's not art. It was a foundation block of my childhood. It's like in the absurdity stew.
Now I understand.
Wow.
House on Hooter Hill.
Oh, you took
Eraserhead? Nah, House on Hooter Hill.
You took me somewhere. Holy shit.
Where's Hooter Hill?
I go back.
Oh man, that's the hardest I laughed in a long time.
No, here's
Hooter
another
Hill,
thought
huh?
that I had today.
No, everything he was saw. He went into detail about shit, the names of the movies, like.
Well, on
we
fucking.
do research.
Let me ask you guys a question because I'm confused on this.
Oh, I don't. Oh God, fucking Jesus. Okay, just whatever. Go ahead, Dave.
What? No.
Nothing. No. Go ahead.
Does she know what you're about to ask us?
I don't. I've just had a lot of that happening. But continue.
A lot of what happened?
What I'm about to talk about, I hope is not happening to you.
Okay. Good.
We're gonna come back to that. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I think you fucked yourself.
You're gonna tell us a story.
So at work today, we had the inventory kind of shit happen where you just have your staff, the people you work with, and then 50 other people coming and going and scanning every goddamn thing in the store. Now, a third of these people look like normal people. They're very sweet. They're very nice. They're fun to talk to. I met Janet. Janet was a hoot. Now, the other half. Now, there's the 1/3 that is, just kind of guys making end meet, just regular dudes.
Yeah.
And then the other third is a work release program. And my question is, because I saw this dude. Now, when dudes get out of prison, they have tears on their face.
Yes.
What does that mean exactly?
That they killed someone.
I think that's what that means. Yeah.
I feel that's a misinterpretation. I feel that should be how many times you've been fucked in the ass.
Well, I think
because that's what happens. Tears. But seriously, if you've killed a dude, be like, have you seen in a cartoon when they meet a big burly pirate and he's like, "This is how many men I've taken out," and he has like hash marks in his arm. Yeah, do that. Like make knives.
No, I think you're right, Dave. I heard somewhere that they just pretended it was how many people you killed.
That's what I'm saying. How do we know? Or have we ever been to jail?
I always thought it was to symbolize sympathy that they killed somebody. Well, that's what I heard a long time ago. But that definitely makes more sense.
No, I think they're spinning a yarn. Now, if we all get shanked in the next few days, we're talking this shit. We'll know.
Well, what the fuck? I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know the prison system.
I mean, working at Shame Stuff, I saw a lot of that, and these guys were really scrawny, and they were just complaining about Call of Duty. I'm thinking, you can't kill anybody, and that's where my thought came from. Because they had that tear. I was like, you wouldn't know how to kill somebody. You're a little bitch. Like maybe you got the better of somebody, but you just seem like the minute you got into prison, they went, "Oh yes, we're gonna make a weird turducken out of you, sir." And just went to town. And after it was like orientation, and afterwards they went, "All right, buddy, welcome to the club." Tear. And then when you get out of prison, what does that mean, Jeff?
What that ass do,
means
tiny
I fucking
white
killed
boy.
somebody, you motherfucker. Try me. And then decide. Oh, I know all that there is to know about the crying game. That's the truth behind what that
I
tear
don't
is.
feel like it's like that at all, man.
Vince, meditate, man. This is where your head goes.
Apparently, I'm missing something from meditation.
Wait, what do you
Oh,
think
I was-
tears are?
I was hoping you were gonna. No, I like the tear conversation. I was trying to get you to poke me. Poke me, baby. Give me a tear.
Jesus.
Well, there you go.
Jesus.
See, there we go. Full circle.
Jeez.
Connects.
This
No.
one's sodomy heavy. Yes!
It was in my nose.
I made
I'm
Davey do
sorry.
a spit take.
It was the beat.
Excelsior!
A lot of sodomy in this one.
Excelsior. Do you see that creepy video of Stan Lee?
Oh,
Motherfucker's
poor
gonna
Stan.
die.
Oh, he
like
dead.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
He dead. That was goodbye.
Oh,
That
no,
was
now he's
goodbye.
dead. Now, thank you.
He
He's
might
probably
be, man.
he's probably dead.
Well,
man.
that's why they filmed all his little cameos ahead of time.
Oh yeah. He's not had very good luck lately.
no, dude. You
He's got fucking
rarely
his
do you
nurse.
have.
His nurse is calling him out, saying he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I heard that.
Dude, if a 98-year-old
That his bodyguard was beating him up or some
rat
shit.
pinches your
What?
butt, let it
Oh yeah,
slide.
there was like his house is under investigation by the LAPD because his bodyguard is like someone called him like, yeah, he might be roughing up Stan Lee. And apparently this dude has a violent backstory too.
What? How did he get hired?
I don't know.
I just
I- I-
pictured
Jeez.
cute old Stan Lee pinching a nurse's butt and like getting yelled at for it. He's probably so dementia out of his skull he doesn't
Mary
know any
Jane.
better. It's not fucking 1945.
I'm gonna fuck you like I fucked Jack Kirby.
Right on top of my desk. Excelsior!
Oh, poor Jack
I fucked
Kirby.
him out of a lot of money. Excelsior.
And quite literally in the anus. Probably.
What the fuck is this dog doing?
She was
wants
on
to be,
mic for a second.
She wants to be part of the show.
She does. She has a lot of opinions.
Look at her.
Obviously.
Yeah,
She's a coyote of the world.
I think that is true. Like I've seen live coyotes; they look similar to that.
she is a coyote.
Yeah, totally.
Her opinion. She wants to get on and bitch about the last turd she ate. She didn't care for it.
Coyote problem.
What's a nutty?
I don't
That's not a dog.
I
Like,
don't
what's
like nuts.
yeah, that's more of a dog voice. They have a
Especially
lisp.
her, coyote's dumb.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
She got her new
Whoa.
collar today, and she's very proud.
She's
of it.
gorgeous.
just flashing
That's a
it. That's
beautiful
all.
She's just
claw.
flashing it.
Clawler.
Mhm.
Just showing it
Again,
off.
mispronouncing things. Clawler.
Clawler, huh?
Clawler. Yeah. Get yourself a clawler. $9.99.
Clawler. No, back to the Justice League thing that we started on like 19 minutes ago because that's the last thing I can remember.
Justice League.
We are the Justice League. All right, review over.
Yeah.
Parks.
I don't know. I thought it was the strongest.
I mean, it's entertaining. I was entertained the whole time. I don't know.
The only thing
Didn't have too much pointless shit.
Yeah,
I'm just done with going to see movies in theaters. Like I could
I
wait to
am
DVD.
too. I don't give a shit anymore.
Like when I went to see Star Wars, it was so fucking crowded, and people were just
Ugh.
laughing at stuff. I was like, "That's not funny. It's not funny." And I know that this isn't for me, and it's
Dude,
fine. But maybe
there's-
if I could sit down in
there
a
was
peaceful
so much
environment-
goddamn forced humor in that movie.
Right.
It was-
It's
yeah.
like,
yeah, but
Jesus Christ, come on.
I
Yeah.
bet you we're probably within a decade away from just being like a straight to digital platform.
I
I hope
agree.
so. It
Yeah,
should be.
actually, you know what was really good? That Cloverfield Paradox movie that they said
pretty good.
they announced it on the Super Bowl, and then it was out right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And I watched it. You know the story behind that movie? It's the same behind 13 Cloverfield Drive. Is they just had two unproduced scripts in production hell. And I said, well,
Yeah.
let's wrap a Cloverfield.
I've never
plot
seen the
around this.
first Cloverfield.
And
so
there you go. They're good. They're really
I've
the
heard
one
they're
with
decent
good.
little sci-fi
the one with
movies.
John Goodman was really good.
Yes.
I just
Yeah.
don't. I'm just so into the comic book movies now that I don't give a shit about movies. Because anytime I go to the movies, it sucks anyways. Because everything sucks.
I can't
I'm
remember.
I'm a
Oh,
huge
dude.
downer.
Wait, did you see? What did you
It
think about
sucks.
Black Panther then?
I loved it.
Oh,
Oh,
there
then
you
that
go.
what the hell, man?
No, I'm just saying that's the only movies I'm interested in.
Oh,
So
sorry.
like
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
like
sorry,
talk
sorry,
about
sorry.
Cloverfield, like when Cloverfield came out, I was like, I don't fucking care, because I don't care about nothing excites me in these blockbusters that come out unless it's a comic book related movie.
TV's
'Cause I know
really
the
hitting
backstory
stride
of it.
lately.
I'm already
Like,
interested.
TV kills it. Like AP Bio is the last thing I've been really raving about.
I still haven't watched it.
Oh, dude.
I just
Like I'm sorry, Glenn Howerton, Patton Oswalt. That's that's a magnet for comedy. It's
Probably.
really,
Oh, it's fantastic.
really good. It's
Because Glenn Howerton just shits all over him in his Glenn Howerton way, and Patton Oswalt just takes it.
he's just his little lovey. I love the episode where he's trying to stick up for himself, and he keeps looking at this Ferrari ad, and it keeps like playing this little theme music every time he looks at it. Because like you have some of the main characters, you have 3 teachers, and there's 2 bitchy ones and a dumb shit, and they shit on her,
Yeah.
and they walk all over him, and Glenn Howerton is walking all over him, and he's just, and there's like, she is a part of like the teachers union, and she's defending Glenn Howerton for his job. I forget what happens if he gets in trouble.
I'm
Doing it
sorry.
right. But
That dog was licking her paws so hard she was smacking the handle of that hammer off the wall, and it was just hilarious to me.
but yeah, I mean it's definitely something you need to check out. It's a good actors, good comedy, great writing. Like, it's really really well done.
Yeah.
Well, I like Patton Oswalt better when he's like doing playing characters, than when he's his stand up.
For a half-hour comedy,
Oh, I love his
like
stand-up.
it's
He's good, but I prefer to see him
Yeah,
like
he's
acting
good,
in movies and TV shows.
He's a very good actor.
Well, even when he's playing characters in comedies, I think he's way funnier.
Ratatouille, one of the best movies
Oh,
ever.
Do you guys watch Parks and Rec? You guys watch Parks?
Yeah.
Oh, he
That
was
one
great in Parks and
episode
Rec.
when he was
Oh,
in,
he was great.
fucking hilarious.
I love when they're throwing him in the river, and he gets so excited to be thrown in the river. Like, and in the beginning, he's there mouthing the speech.
That's good.
I think with shows like AP Bio, and even Sunny are the ones that keep the half-hour comedy alive.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, well, they don't
those are some of the
follow.
big ones.
They're not really sitcoms.
No, it's
You know?
it's this weird like
Sitcoms
high.
are dead.
Oh,
they
sitcoms
don't
are
work
fucking
anymore.
It's
lame.
It's Seinfeld. It's what Seinfeld was for this generation.
Yeah.
Just taking that. This is absurd humor that everybody loves. Like Adult Swim kind of kept that alive.
Yes.
Like I love the Tim and Eric. It's not for everybody, but
It's
I
not
love
for
Tim and
everybody.
Eric comedy.
They're goofy.
It was
Like,
really
you have
weird
to
and
be-
out there.
yeah.
But
You
sometimes
have to just be in the goofy humor and weird.
it wasn't the writing. It was Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly just being themselves, like the Clown Warehouse. I'm the original clown outlet owner, and just being ridiculous. And it's like they didn't write this; they just started speaking to each other.
I know.
And
yeah,
then
you're right.
This and the show happened. Yeah, because I grew up with Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and the story of that show is they would have celebrities walk through CNN. It's like, hey, do you want to make a quick however much money? Sure, what do I have to do? Sit down, put this headpiece in, and this guy is going to talk to you like he's Space Ghost. What the fuck? You mean like the cartoon? And that's why it's so awkward because people are like, what is going on?
Well, it's definitely what Eric Andre
Yeah.
borrowed from
Yeah.
because no one's in on his show.
No.
They don't know what's going on. They think it's like for real, and he tortures people.
And that's what the Space Ghost.
Space
that
Ghost
was
was like
the
that.
first Adult Swim show,
Right.
and that really kept that humor alive.
Oh, it's
Up until now,
hilarious. Too.
yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
Because I think it would still be around, but I think it would have just gone to like YouTube or really underground. You would have the very
Yeah.
vanilla comedy.
But
we have
so many
nowadays.
shows stemmed off of that.
with movies. That is.
Space Coast, Coast, Coast. So many shows were born from that.
The William Street, yeah.
Yeah, that's what started those dudes.
I thank God every day that I can go on AdultSwim.com and watch anything I could possibly ever want on
Right.
Adult Swim.
Oh, is it all still there?
Yeah, dude, I just
Watch
binge
any
watched
episode
Moral
of Aqua-
Oral,
Yeah,
the
Moral Oral.
3
Yeah.
seasons that are the most. Honestly,
could
that
always watch
show is
Robot
one of
Chicken.
the most phenomenal shows that has ever graced.
Which one?
Moral Oral.
I remember that one.
Oh my gosh, it's so fucked up
It
and
is
like
so fucked up.
messed up, but like charming
I
and
know.
cute. And the last season is
It's-
so sad. Like it makes you literally almost want to cry for these like little claymation characters that just have issues with themselves that they can't overcome and they repress everything. And it's just really, really fucked up, but like really insightful. I love that show.
And then you got to think, like, how fucked up are the people that made that?
Oh, I know. They're all crazy. I mean,
Probably just regular druggies.
right. they
Probably
just-
just a bunch of people carrying a
But-
lot of fucking baggage.
Issues, yeah.
And it's like, I
But
gotta
then
be
you could-
funny.
But then you go watch any episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force
Oh, God.
and laugh your fucking balls
Oh
off.
my god,
Because
that shit.
that dude's crazy. Dave Willis, that dude's crazy. But he's hilarious. You ever see, you guys watch Archer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Dave
fucking love
Dave
That's a
Archer.
great show.
Dave Willis plays Barry. That's
Uh,
the guy
Oh,
that
okay.
did Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And he's hilarious
that
in
other
Archer.
Freaking cyborg.
That's right, bitch. 2 for 2 off the roof.
Is that Carl? Is that the guy that does Carl's voice?
Yeah, he plays Carl.
Oh God, Carl. One of my favorite. It's one of my favorite episodes. Whenever Meatwad and Master Shake die, because Frylock actually blows them up for some reason.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Oh, this is great." He starts partying and having hookers and doing coke. And then Carl comes over. I was gonna come over and scream my brains out at you, but because of the loss, I guess I'll just ask very gently, what the hell happened last night with all the noise? And the episode whenever they put a toilet on his front lawn and he just became a head, and they put him on a series of different bodies, and they put him on a bunch of eyeballs. Like, why do my knees feel like they're gonna tear up?
And every time he walks, he's in pain.
And they turn him into a Tonka truck. Where's the button that turns him into a lawyer and sues the hell out of you? Yeah, like that kept that going. Like that kept that really just offbeat, strange sense of humor. Don't watch this at night going, because like I remember like when I was a kid, and I'm sure there were cartoons out there, but that was like when they did MTV, they had like Liquid Television and Cartoon Sushi, and that had all that edgy like Aeon Flux in the head and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then you had Beavis and Butthead come mainstream, and then the big one, South Park.
Yeah. Yep.
And animate, and I love animation. Animation is, I think, so crucial to storytelling and entertainment and comedy. Like sometimes it's like there are people that aren't cut out to be stand-up comedians. Like I'm not one of them, but you could rattle off some, interesting thoughts and have some great satirical perspective, and you put that into writing. You can still use that. Like it doesn't have to be to stand up there and say it. Like I love stand-up comedy. I'm a huge fan, but you gotta love the ones that got it out there on the mainstream in animation and made it something they could just like go and do week after week like a machine. So
speaking of the MTV animation, I seem to be the only person that remembers the Max.
I do not agree with you, sir, because I remember the Max absolutely. It was one of those shows I would stay up late and I wasn't allowed to watch.
That one was fucked.
It scared me. Like Aeon Flux scared me. Like,
I don't know what the Max is.
I don't know either.
I think it's
he was
because
like
they're old.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
They're too young.
It was a
for
monster.
I think that's what it is.
he's like this big purple monster, but he's also like a hobo. But
The Tick?
yeah, I remember the Tick.
I don't
But
know what you're talking
he existed in like a
Oh,
in like
you
this
showed me
weird
the pictures
fantasy
of him,
world.
so I know what you're talking about now.
He's like, it was really, really cool, but it was a really fucked up show.
Oh, it's like a really messed up earthworm gym situation.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
That is what it looks like.
Kinda.
For
Yeah,
earthworm
yeah,
gym
because here's like, okay,
animation.
now I remember. Like, this is some of the characters,
Yeah,
they had.
but that's like, yeah.
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 That's a
Which one's that?
with one of the crazy ass monsters.
Oh yeah,
That
those
must
things
be-
are fucked up. Then they could be white too.
Earthworm Jim was a fucked up, hilarious video game.
Oh,
was
I love
great.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
that was
one.
really good.
The dude that's like throwing the dogs, the puppies out of the window.
Right?
It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, it's such
Yeah,
a-
I
like,
forgot about that. Oh my god.
It's so sadistic. It's
Maybe
hilarious.
video games are why we're
It's
violent.
hilarious. No, it's not.
What Sega did, what Nintendo don't.
Yeah.
No, that game was on Nintendo.
They were on both.
Yeah.
It was on Genesis.
Yeah, 'cause
and-
I know Genesis.
Yeah.
Now, be great. Now, put it into context. The game wasn't about that. You had Psychro, who was a sociopathic space crow, and Earthworm Jim's best friend was Peter the puppy. And in the first game, you had to take him on a walk, and if you let him get hurt, Peter the puppy would turn into a monster.
I remember.
And punch the shit out of Jim.
Yeah.
Well, in this one, Psychro takes all the puppies hostage, and you got to run back and forth with this big ass marshmallow and bounce the puppies into Peter's chute, and then it gets harder significantly as you go around. But if you, sorry, I keep going moving up and down. But if you fucking miss too many puppies, he turns into the monster and beats you up.
Yeah.
But they splat into like yellow goop. It's so
Yeah,
sad.
they explode.
And
It's
but the
totally
thing is
out.
that the justification from Sega is, and I'm sure this is what it was, but they didn't do a good job. they're on a different planet, so they are aliens.
Right.
But they could have put like antennas on them or something. They're just little cute fluffy
No,
ears.
I'm completely fine with the way they did it. It's
Yeah.
fucked up. It's hilarious.
You need to see that kind of
the
shit.
'90s, man.
I know. It's
Remember
total
Booger Man?
90s humor.
Like
Yeah,
Booger
Booger Man
Man.
was hilarious.
Yeah.
What's that one? There's one Earthworm Jim. I can't remember which game it's from, but like they're playing Beethoven. No, they play Beethoven a couple times in that game. It's just funny.
Yeah,
shit.
and Heck the Cat's Love. I remember so
yeah,
much
but
of
there's
this
another
shit.
one where he's like he devolved or something.
You turn into you turn into an axolotl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Oh, yeah?
they're playing Beethoven and shit. And it's all
Moonlight Sonata.
Yeah, it's all depressing. I don't know.
Is that Moonlight Sonata?
Little-
Maybe.
Yeah, that's it.
I remember that very well.
I don't know. It's
Scary.
shit like that. It's dumb shit like that I think.
And you
find
went on a
hilarious.
game show. Like you
Yeah,
went through
it's
that
just-
level and you just ended up on a game show all of a sudden.
Yeah, I just thought it was
Oh,
hilarious.
dude.
Booger Man, that was just disgusting, but it was hilarious too.
Yeah, that was the stuff that your
Flick
parents were
booger.
like, "Don't watch that.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
watch that."
I'm always bitched if I ever rented Booger Man. She was like, "Jeez." But
That's
What's
so-
wrong
yeah.
with you?
Yeah.
That
like,
sucking the
s-
teeth in G's. You always got that. It's like,
Yeah,
old man.
yeah, but I mean, it was gross though. You'd burp and fart and fling boogers.
Oh, it was all disgusting.
It was gross, but that's what it is.
Yeah, the era of
The
high
90s.
concept.
The 90s were a different time.
Or a different time. That was one of the cooler things of the 90s.
That's why I can't get mad about because my buddy gets so angry about where Star Wars is, how that's being made, what's being done anymore. I was like, listen, man, we grew up in the era of shitty, crazy movies, and I loved every single one of them. If I'll either see something through rose-colored glasses or be like, this isn't for me, and walk away from it. But no, like a lot of stuff, movies in the '90s and just video games and just concepts were fucking bonkers.
They were
And-
bonkers.
That's what everything was. Everything was just crazy.
Yeah, it was.
But it
And
was so
radical.
creative at the same time.
Like the Mario Brothers movie, terrible. I love
Terrible.
watching it because when you're watching it, you're just thinking, ooh, this could be the sequel to Blue Velvet. Where Frank just thinks he's a dinosaur.
It's what a letdown that movie is.
It was like a slimy Blade Runner.
Yeah,
What were they? What was the production? What was the production meeting behind it? So here's Mario Brothers. Just
Dude,
do a movie on that.
It was
Did you not read
gritty
that?
before gritty.
But then
Yeah.
then they came with what they did. It's like, guys, no, that was Mario Brothers. We told you to do that. What is this?
Oh,
What
dude,
is this?
What'd you do?
What have you
we
done?
left you alone for 5 minutes.
that's exactly what happened though.
What'd you call it? Slimy Blade Runner?
That is what
Yes.
it's like. But it was doomed from the beginning because like they kept firing and hiring different directors.
Yeah.
It
They
was
told
like-
Tom Hanks he would never work again if he didn't do that movie.
Yeah.
He was going to be Mario.
He was though. He was.
Who the fuck were
Dude, this
those
movie was
people?
it was a walking disaster before it even took flight. Like it was so. But like yeah, they kept hiring. Didn't like they bring a guy back and then like after
Yeah.
they fired him,
They
They
ended up
completely-
hiring like a couple, like a
they
married
kept
couple to do
hiring.
it.
Yeah, they kept getting new writers all the time. So like the script was just fucking cut and pasted and oh, it
I'm
was
sure it made Dennis Hopper do drugs again.
Probably.
poor Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, he's the
dude.
man.
Well,
Fuck
that
anything that moves.
he was pissed about it. That what's that dude that played Mario?
Bob
Bob
Hoskins.
Bob
Hoskins.
Hoskins. Yeah, I guess that they got shit faced one day on set, and
You
something.
almost have to.
Yeah, John, like,
Like Lozano.
yeah, I think they were kind of drunk when they were doing one of those scenes when they were driving that van. 'Cause that's how
Oh my
depressed.
God.
That's how
I need to go
depressed
look
they
into
were, and bored, and
details
just
about this
didn't wanna-
movie.
I'm telling you, there's a YouTube video that I'll look it up after the show. And tell you. He really went into like great detail the backstory of that movie and just what a shit show it truly was.
Bob Hoskins is
He was publicly talking shit about it, like
that man could do no
while
wrong.
he was filming. Like he was publicly talking shit on. it.
Yeah, good,
Like-
good for him. Don't fuck with Bob Hoskins. He was Eddie Valiant.
Yeah. Don't fuck
That
with
is a
Bob
tiny
Hoskins.
He was
Timeless
a
movie.
very like I didn't realize how like a very like well known and respected English actor.
Mhm.
I didn't realize all that.
Listen, if you're
So
gonna do a
when he
movie
did-
with Peter Pan and you need a shmee, you better call Bob Hoskins. He's done it 3
Haskins.
times.
That's
Haskins.
true.
There's that
Oh yeah,
pronunciation thing
he
again.
was in that Robin Williams movie, huh?
Yeah,
Hook.
Hook.
Yeah.
And then he played it again in like a made-for-TV version of it.
Wow.
Not like the same type of Shmee. It would be funny if he did. Shmee, Shmee, Shmee. Again.
Me?
Oh,
Captain, I just had an apostrophe.
Ruby
You
hasn't
get an
watched
epiphany.
Hook
What?
the
Ever in
fuck,
her life?
Ruby?
ever.
Ever?
What the fuck is the
She
matter
won't
with
watch. Oh shit! What was it? Oh goddamn. Ralph Macchio.
Karate Kid.
Nope.
Outsiders.
Oh, why not?
Don't know. I told her.
original
I tried.
Outsiders?
Yeah, I tried.
shit.
there's
Oh, I'm thinking about Red Dawn. The new Red Dawn.
She
Yeah.
watched the shit out of both of those. Well, the old one because I love Swayze. But there it is. There's the gay one.
Yay!
Swayze.
Swayze,
Uh,
there we go.
Swayze.
He's handsome. But yeah, she will not watch The Outsiders. And I'm trying to tell her that it has like the greatest cast ever assembled.
It
Yeah.
really does.
Like there's never been a better cast in a movie.
Some fucking there's some big names in that movie. Huh?
C. Thomas Howell, the face of the '80s.
Yeah.
Or one of the faces
Ralph
of the 80s.
Macchio,
Another
Patrick
face of the 80s.
Swayze, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise.
That's the Mount Rushmore of men of the '80s.
Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon. Yes, he
Yeah.
is. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Shit.
I can't think. The prep. The Soch. The head Soch is somebody. I can't
I forget
remember
his name.
name.
Shit. And who was the girl? Cherry.
Oh God.
What the hell was
damn
her
it.
name? You would know it
Jennifer
too.
Jason Leigh.
No.
Helen Hunt.
No.
Laura Dern.
I mean, were all the faces of the '80s.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm
But
like literally thinking
just
of names that one
the
next character
80s.
would have been.
Think
no,
about all
I
these
think it
people you
starts
just-
with like a J. I want to say some weird name. I could be totally fucking wrong.
Diane Lane.
That's it.
Oh,
Damn.
Diane Lane.
Yeah,
Damn,
alright.
Diane Lane.
Yeah. Right.
Good now. Good then.
Do you have the cast list of freaking Outsiders?
Oh, I can pull it up. Dallas. Oh no, that's the character's name.
Soda
Yes.
Pop Curtis.
Did you guys have to read the Outsiders book?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
that's the only way we got to watch the movie.
Yeah. I totally wanted to watch the movie after I read about the stabbing.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit! So you had Rob Lowe, Soda
Oh,
Pop,
Rob
That's what- I knew
Lowe,
Rob Lowe.
Fuck yeah.
There we go.
Machio.
I just wasn't confident, so I wasn't going to shout it out because I'm normally wrong.
Semi-reliable news source.
Rob
You had
Lowe.
Ralph Macchio's Johnny, Matt Dillon,
Oh my
C.
god.
Thomas Howell, Tom Cruise, Patrick Swayze. S.E. Hinton was in it. Who's the
Most-
writer. She was a nurse.
Most of these people fucking suck now.
Amelia.
Yeah.
Leif Garrett was in this.
Fuck yeah, Leif Garrett was in this.
Was he what a
Tom
Soch?
Waits was in this.
Tom Waits?
Yeah.
Who the fuck was Tom Waits in the outside? Like,
It's probably a cop or something.
Guy in a diner.
Most
Yeah.
likely.
everything Tom Waits does.
Yeah. Shit. I don't know these.
Yeah,
Sophia,
see,
Sophia
like-
Coppola was in it as a little girl.
Oh.
The greatest cast ever, assembled.
That is a good
Won't
one.
watch this
Um,
fucking
At the
movie.
moment.
Fucking 30 years ago.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Not today. Everybody fucking in that list besides Rob Lowe sucks ass.
Patrick Swayze.
He dead.
I know.
He's in the ether.
But out there in the
Dancing.
ether, he's awesome still.
Having the time of his afterlife.
Right?
Calm down.
And I'll never forget.
See, he'll play.
And I
Goddamn
swear.
dirty dance.
Alina's pushed the mic away.
Luckily, I don't have headphones on.
Kicks the table.
Oh wow. We went deep Swayze right
Yeah.
Deep into that Swayze.
That was my favorite, terrible tattoo that I've ever seen. I ever tell you about that one? The Swayze one?
No.
It was Swayze as a senator, but it was like Chippendale Swayze.
Oh.
And it was like leaping over a rainbow. I'm like, I was like, I might get that.
I'm surprised you don't have it.
Like a Swayze senator side piece.
You have a heartogram on you. Might as well just get that.
do it.
That was
You can't.
that was something
possibly-
I told you in secret, you son of a bitch.
You can't. Oh, I just outed you.
Have you guys seen Ben Swayze pop up in things?
No.
All right. He was, remember the Gang Buys a Boat episode of Always Sunny? He was the Tasty Treats guy. we're gonna get ourselves a couple of tasty treats.
Really?
He looks like Patrick Swayze if he were a werewolf. And no, in fact, he wasn't True Blood. No, he wasn't. He was one of the werewolves in True Blood.
I don't
watch
that.
He looks like a methed out biker Patrick Swayze.
I don't watch True Blood.
I watched True Blood.
You watch True Blood? What are you, a fucking girl? Jeez.
I didn't have cable for a long time. Then someone's like, "Watch this show." I'm like, "Oh,
Hey,
it's
you wanna
pretty
hear-
awesome."
Here's my impression of True Blood.
Suki.
Suki.
That's pretty accurate.
Vampires.
Pretty much.
That's it. That's it. Suki.
Suki.
Fuck that shit.
Listen, no, I'm gonna defend it for
Well,
very
you're a
brief-
girl. Of
no,
course
listen,
you're gonna defend
I only
it.
got through the first 2 seasons. I couldn't stomach any of the rest of them because of the awful romance, which I hate romance anyway. It makes me want to
It
throw
is
up.
It's terrible.
But when I first saw a vampire get exploded into a million bits with blood and guts everywhere,
That was cool. Yeah, there were some moments.
That
It
was
had
pretty
its
fucking
moments.
cool.
That's why like the first
Yeah,
season's
that was
really good.
cool.
I
The
have
first
seen
season's a great murder mystery, and the second season's
Then
man,
they
and the
changed
third season's
showrunners,
great.
and that
Yeah.
guy ran it right into the fucking.
Yeah, I
ground.
think
That's what
because
did
I
it.
had a girlfriend that used to watch it, so. But I know what Alina was talking about because I saw some of it and it was all right. But
Once
It
they
did
got
just
into
get-
that interpersonal bull,
God,
I'm
it
like,
got
can someone explode already? This is what I'm
Yeah,
going
it's
for.
Tara-
You know,
Tara was
someone
terrible.
die.
fucking
Ugh.
cringeworthy. It's like
Tara,
Jesus
because the
Christ.
character's like
Yeah.
Tara made it cringeworthy. She was
Yeah.
one of the worst characters I've ever seen on a TV show.
But Lafayette at the same
so I
time
never-
was
Oh,
one
he's
of the
one of
best
characters.
characters ever. Yes, of
I never
course.
watched much of that show. 'cause I
Around
was just-
here, we make our burgers with AIDS. Shit, this
That
guy's
was-
great. That was the first episode, like the
Yeah.
first 5 minutes.
That was great.
Of course, it was
AIDS
great. No, it was no. The intro to that show is fantastic because it sets up that you're in the world where we're accepting vampires, and the way they introduced it, I thought was
The
brilliant.
intro was great, but
Yeah.
the intro guy that they have, I think. So I was really there's got this guy named Kyle Cooper that does these intros for a lot of crazy shows, but his claim to fame was he did the intro to Seven, the movie, where you see all of like the notebooks and all of like the crazy shit. Well, he did all of that. He wrote all those notebooks. Like
Wow.
he got so into detail. And it's one of the best intros ever. But I'm pretty sure he does True Blood. I think he did American Horror Story for a while. Their intro, like any intro that you see, like really visually fantastic. Like if the intro is better than the show,
Probably like
Kyle
The Walking
Cooper-
Dead might be
That
one.
is
yes,
American Horror
exactly.
Story.
Like Kyle
Yeah.
Cooper probably was involved in that. He's one of the best intro guys in the world.
Oh.
Random fun facts.
Dude, True Blood had one of the coolest opening themes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
That song was sweet.
Yeah, it was.
That I want to do bad things to you. You don't know shit. You don't know it's fucking
No,
good.
I do.
You don't know it's good.
It was
No.
like the intro to True Detective, actually.
Oh,
It was
True
very
Detective.
I
similar.
don't remember it.
True Detective and
Similar.
Carnival were two of the biggest missteps. That they could have been so good, but then HBO and HBO and Showtime. Those are two shows that were severely done wrong. The Carnival didn't make it past the second season because they said wrap it the fuck up.
They said it was
because-
too expensive.
Yeah, but then it was like it was going like Game of Thrones budget.
Yeah.
And then True Detective, after they stopped they were switching gears with other actors. That second season was
It was hot dog shit.
Doesn't
yeah.
touch the first
Yeah,
at
nothing.
all.
That's all you heard about was that first season.
my
The
I
second
That
season,
first
nothing.
season was fucking insane.
Yeah, I saw a lot of it.
Oh,
It
it's
was
so good.
fucking really good.
Yeah, for sure.
And you would at the end you wanted more of those two. You wanted more
Yeah.
of their characters.
That's why when
Yeah.
the second season was announced, there was different cast. I was like, what?
Because
Fuck
now,
that.
now
I
that
was
you
like-
kind of boiled them down, that you kind of boiled their background down. Like I'm sure you could still extrapolate more stories and more fucked up things out of those two. You can
Oh,
keep going.
absolutely.
Yeah. They were that rich of characters. People loved them. And I thought if they were going to keep doing the different detectives, I thought a great pairing would be Lucy Lawless as kind of like the hardened cop, and Sarah Michelle Gellar as kind of the do-good rookie, and kind of like take it
Too
down.
good rookie. She's 40.
We'll take it down like a training day, or sorry, not
What is this,
like
1998?
sorry, just the good cop bad cop dynamic with those two ladies, but put it in like a
You
training
can
day
be a
type of
rookie
setting.
at 40. You can change career
No, the
paths.
fuck you can't.
Well, what was Ethan Hawke in Training Day? Because that's what I'm kind of like smashing together. Was he just he was just
25
he
is what he was.
no, his job in the movie. Like he wasn't a rookie, but this was his first day on the new job, I thought, or something like
I have no
It's
idea.
been a while since I've
She's
seen that.
a transfer.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
They go to like
I'll accept a transfer.
All right.
Transfer from
You're just not
Art.
starting a new career. I just got out of
Vince,
criminal
that-
justice.
Vince,
for
that's
me.
why you write your script and you have your punch-up session afterwards.
Motherfucker, you got bills. Why aren't you at work? Going to school. Trying to better yourself. Get out of here with that shit.
No one has money for that.
No. I'm sorry. I'm just really, really mean to people's dreams.
What? Oh,
Why are you
I
such
don't
a
think you're being
fucking
mean.
dick?
I
I
don't know.
thought we were
know.
having yucks, man.
Yeah, it was.
You want me to get mad, motherfucker?
There we go, Dave. Mad. As
Oh,
am I.
finally got there, I guess.
Oh, we got him.
Ah.
Gotcha. Eve's gotcha. Don't you gotcha? How does that go from Parks and Rec?
Jones got
Jones gotcha. Vince has gotcha. You're pissed off.
Oh, shit.
What was that? Oh no, that's the book cover. She had the sticker for the book cover. For the book
The
cover.
Gotcha Club.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Gotcha
Lord.
Club.
See, I really dug her a lot, and Nick Offerman and that show, and the cast all around was great. I could not stand Aziz Ansari. Could not stand him.
He's one of the weakest parts of it, but I
It's
And
one of the weakest
and
parts
to
of
force
people.
and whenever I talk to some people about this, to force it that it is significantly better than The Office is arguable. It's arguable. That's very arguable. Those are two, like
I
they're
will
both
argue
they
with you.
are both shows. They're both great shows, but The Office niches ahead just a little bit because all people didn't like it because the getting to know you of the characters happened off camera because that's how you're supposed to see that show. You weren't supposed to see those people's lives. You're only supposed to see it in The Office. And when it eventually pulls back and they realize they're in the documentary and they go, shit, this has been our lives for the past 10 years, it had this great, like you said, nihilistic arc to it. And it still ended happy, but it ended happy. It's like, listen, you could be happy, but the path to get there is going to be really rocky. Parks and Rec is like, if they have a villain, it's pretty much like in the end, oh, you darn kids, bah! And like, I'm sorry, I never found Aziz likable. His entire I know he just had bad sex with that girl. Apparently, no, I'm sorry, it may have not been that, but whatever happened with him, I was like, of course,
I think
he's
he
a
got
douche.
a toothy blowjob or something.
Oh God, like I could not get.
he
into him.
basically got a blowjob like this. No, come on. That's basically what happened.
Ugh, like not.
He was likable in that show.
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
Because
he
he
was.
didn't do like a courtesy wash.
He
and
was
just
the only
started
thing I've
I,
ever
I had to
ramming
just really
sweaty
look. At,
balls
I
in
had to
someone's
really
face.
look at Chris Pratt, whoever.
Did you
wasn't
just
on
say
the
something
screen.
extremely racist?
No,
What did you just say?
sexist. I said something extremely
Oh.
sexist.
I thought you said something about he stank or something. I was like, Jesus, because he's Indian.
I think that was
No, but that's a different
projecting.
brand of stink.
Huh?
I said no, but that's a different brand of stink.
Anyways, I thought he.
Every different race smells different and stinks different.
Oh, here we
Body,
go.
no body chemistry. No body chemistry is a thing.
See,
That's why it ticks me
it's
off
not
whenever
racist.
you have people with perfume and cologne,
Yeah.
and they just go, well, David Beckham wears this, and they spray it on themselves. Well, let me ask you a question,
Well,
sir.
that's just
You
dumb.
smell
That's-
as heavenly as David Beckham. No, you're from Ohio. You smell very differently, like soil.
No,
You need something that's gonna bring, like, kind of like mix up that soil smell and like get those notes in there and make something original. It's like flavors, man.
Jesus, I don't know. I just fucking. Does it smell good? Yeah. Okay, I'll spray it on me.
They
well,
don't know.
then you
Well-
have not encountered an old lady insisting she needs to put something on her skin for 20 minutes because then that's what the real smell is.
Yeah.
Because it
Oh
It
no,
goes
I,
with my
I
body
I'm just saying that's
chemistry.
what I do. I understand that there's
some-
fucking lunatics like that.
some people
Then-
smell like crayons. All right, it's usually
And
those
it's,
old
it's
women.
interesting.
Yeah.
yeah, crayons. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the church. They smell like church. Churches.
Frankincense and
Myrrh.
But no, what I was saying is,
Fucking
smell like a
smells
wise
awful.
he
man.
was probably trying to get a blowy off this chick, and didn't do a courtesy wash, and had to force her face onto it, and that's where the confusion was.
No, I think
That's
he
what
probably,
I'm
I think he just crammed her head down there.
probably.
I don't think there was anything like no. Like I think he was just being a
sexual
fucking.
assault.
I
He's
think
just
she
a
was trying to-
weaselly
as-
little shit.
I think
Yeah.
he's trying to avoid. She was just trying to avoid some sweaty Indian balls.
Whatever the fuck it was. I'm just saying he
I'm
said.
not saying it's wrong.
he
right.
said. He said, "I'm Aziz and sorry. Suck this dick."
Sorry.
That's what probably.
And she's
happened.
like, "Ew, no, it's not 2011. Ew."
You're not relevant anymore. Don't you understand how this works? It's Hollywood.
You're just a nasally Indian guy now. Back to the bottom of the heap with you, you heathen.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because they even had to like fix that show. Like after the first season, they had to fix it because they were trying to make Amy Poehler, who's a fantastic actress, too much like Michael Scott. She was clumsy and awkward, and then it was so rough to watch.
Oh, the show sucked.
Because Steve Carell, like in the beginning of the show, you don't like him. Like you are really gonna, but you soften and he slowly becomes a human. He has a really good arc. They had to pull back a second and retool it. So they were trying to mimic The Office. But they created something good. Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah. They did something good in the end, and it had a good message. I think especially nowadays it's something you might want to watch. It is very cheery and very fun and very funny.
But it's not. That's why it's not cheery to the point where it's like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like it's like grossing you out.
Because I've never watched a single episode.
It's fantastic.
Really?
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
It's
Dave shit all over it, but it's not as bad.
I shit on it.
He's diarrheaed all over it, and it's like
he fucking hates it, man.
He hates it. So don't listen to him.
Okay.
Don't let she motherfuckers don't work.
You're
not gonna judge me.
You're not allowed to do that here.
Meditate. I don't give a fuck.
I do. Don't you bring that bad juju in here?
But
or releasing it.
That show was.
Yeah, you take it to your house.
What I take what?
I said I don't want his fucking bad
See, your
juju
bullshit
in
is
here.
not even affecting him. We're having some good conversations about TV, and you're trying to.
How does he
poke
have
me in
bad
the dick.
juju?
He's trying to meditate and get rid of his fucking demons. I don't want his goddamn demons in here.
Well, it's not, it doesn't mean he's gonna fucking like shit them out and they're gonna be
It's
everywhere.
got nothing to do.
He's
with
gonna
demons.
leave his fucking bad juju in here because he's in here fucking meditating.
Get a real Dave over there.
I'm gonna like start sweeping. There's gonna be like beads and shit hanging in here.
Incense will be burning.
Yeah.
Where
randomly.
did this incense come from? Where they just start
You left your
burning?
fucking opal in my shed.
It's all at my house.
Don't you need this? I don't know.
But yes,
I-
the Office of Parks and Rec are very for different reasons, for different generations.
Sorry,
My baby Paula's a treasure.
sorry, I was mean about the things you like. I don't know how to be nice
I'm
about it.
laughing.
No. I
See,
said
I know he's laughing. Like, why do you
Vince,
fucking
Vince,
come in
I
and make it
can't-
awkward and be
I
like,
can't get mad at you because
sorry,
I came
that's mean
over
to
here.
you.
I came over here a long time ago after work, and I was very sad about having to work at a mall. And you said, "Here, David, here's a buffalo chicken burrito. How could I ever be mad at you?
That's true.
You fed me."
It's very true. I did make some excellent buffalo chicken burritos. Just saying.
I know you're just a big old teddy bear.
No, I'm self-deprecating to the point where I don't realize sometimes that I'm deprecating to other people's things. You know what I mean?
But then but you have a
Yes.
good but you have a good
Yes.
barrier to get through because then the people that stick around are the good ones.
yeah. Like,
So there's nothing wrong with that, man.
and anything I ever say like that, I don't fucking care what you do with your goddamn time. I'm just saying it because it's a funny fucking thing to say
Well,
at the
I
time.
remember whenever I was, and I wasn't mad, but I appreciated what you did. I was talking about Hedwig and the Angry Inch and about how something I was very interested in doing, and I told you it was about a transgender character, and that was the character I wanted to play. And you went, Davey, what the fuck, man? But you sent me a text. It's like, David, dude, I'm sorry about it. If that's something you're into. Now, I'm pretty sure. I didn't know if you were like, man, is Dave trying to tell me something here? But you just had that moment.
I
of
better
like,
make this okay before he kills himself.
But no, I didn't get mad. I didn't get mad in that moment, and you didn't even need to apologize because, like, I know you, man. You're like a brother to me, and of course you're gonna shit on me. It's expected.
Shit on most things.
Yeah, I get it.
But
your first response was actually, what the fuck?
I was trying to
Yeah.
tell him the story, and the story is bonkers out of context. So I understood.
and in context.
And yeah, yeah.
It's insane.
Did it just come off that way because it was a text message?
No, we were talking. He texted me later about it. Yeah. But no, like that's not even something necessary because there's some people. It's like you just all right, okay. I know what you're going through. I know you well enough. I'm not going to give you shit about your bullshit, but fucking don't fucking be that big of a dick.
What shit?
You just know. You just
Are we
no,
being
no.
accused?
Hey, I was accused as well.
No, that's why I was accusing everybody. A blanket accusation.
Are we crushing your dreams?
Yeah, right. Those have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah, right. I don't even know what they are anymore.
They've been swept under the rug. We've agreed. We haven't cleaned under there in a really long time.
We get it.
We go in that philosophy of just take that what's bothering you, push it deep down, keep an eye on it.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Or get drunk and then fake it till you make it.
What else are you gonna do?
Obviously.
Cry a lot in private.
No, I don't.
Not really. I don't feel anything.
You probably got to get a good cry. Good cry. Even
Everyone needs a good cry every once in a while.
Not
Every once in a
a, but
while.
just kind of like a good tear up, just a good tear up.
I just need a good
Sniffle.
3 minutes where I'm just fucking.
No,
I
I'm
feel pathetic about
Yeah,
myself.
I'm
exactly.
just not
I
that sad
agree.
that I go cry in private.
Well, it's not about
very
being sad.
often.
It's like blowing off steam.
You're
Well,
right. No, it actually, it physically, like when tears come out, like they release a chemical that like makes you feel better that it's not inside you anymore. So like crying actually like is good for your body.
Oh,
to
no
do.
doubt. But I just go.
Gross.
I just go yell. I go yell that for no reason, and then someone listens, and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, you do
Like,
that with crying. Instead of yelling, you cry.
Well, I mean, no, that's
I have to
swear-
cry in
Yeah.
private. I have to have those moments. It's like I'm in a relation, and I'm in a pretty long term relationship.
oh,
And
dude. I'm telling
you
I'm
kind
not
of have to
telling you
sort that
you
shit
get-
out.
right. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying I don't need to do that. Every once in a while, yeah. I know everybody does.
Cry at the end of Rocky 4 every time.
Everyone deals
Communism's
with
crushed.
emotions. Everyone deals with emotions differently. It's just
I
what's the best
scream
way.
and I break shit.
I find myself getting a lot more fucking getting ready to start being emotional when I watch movies now that
I
I
do
never used to happen
too.
to me, and I'm like now, like before, I'm
Like
just
when you
"Oh,
relate
that's
just a little bit
sweet."
more.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm like, oh, I never had those feels.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ugly cry and.
Jesus, I hope I watch a movie with you and you're just bawling.
Dude, I can't watch with anybody else. I got to watch by myself. Purple Rain kills me every time. That like if I'm like in a low mood, Purple Rain, just seeing the kid being down on the dirt, fucking overcoming worst day of the time. Nobody in this room is as excited as I am. Well, you guys suck.
I can't say that it hits me like that.
Nope.
I'm
Not even a
much
little,
of
man.
I don't know. I'm not much of a movie watcher when I'm sad.
Savages.
See, I haven't been able to watch Armageddon for half a decade because Ruby doesn't want to cry at the end.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Armageddon
movie-
makes you cry.
That movie
Makes
just-
Ruby
Her,
cry.
like when
Oh.
fucking Bruce Willis shoves Ben Affleck into the tube and sacrifices himself for the greater
yeah.
Dude,
good.
I get it, but that movie's
yeah.
a giant fucking piece of shit anyway. So like,
I like that movie.
Bruce Willis punches
Really?
I did.
punches that stone in the sky and puts it. Oh, he doesn't punch it. He punches it with a nuke. But it's Bruce Willis being a badass. It's got some good stuff to it.
Died on that asteroid, you fucking asshole.
well, I've seen too many top 10 YouTube videos of like shitty fucking movies, top 10, and it's always on.
Well, you got a
It's
shitty
always-
fucking YouTube channel on my top 10.
I'm gonna show it to my kids and tell them it's for real.
YouTube's ah,
Okay, speak on YouTube.
You came out of a thought for that one.
When it comes to those YouTube channels, and I see what we do, and I see what they do. It's probably because it's visual. There's when I'm searching for topics to do for the podcast, I'll do like those quick top fives. Oh, that's a cool thing to look into. You'll go deeper in that rabbit hole. But there's one guy on there who talks like this. This is the creepy top 5. And you know what he's
dude,
doing?
that-
He's trying to be a radio host, kind of
I
like this,
know.
and being all. And you will be very scared. And it's like, dude, and he has 17,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I hate when someone that is worse at things than me is like better at it than I am.
I agree. It makes
Dude,
me
I-
seethe.
I'm fucking
There's
so
definitely
jealous
those
and
dudes that
mad.
go
Yeah.
over the
too.
top.
And how do you do it? Tell me. Who did you
Yeah.
blow?
You're just more charismatic and outgoing than me, goddammit.
Sometimes no.
Oh,
but
it's
it's
like
so
my
lame.
first thought is like, oh, well, I'm gonna go video myself doing something weird now.
Yeah. Well, it's so lame. Those dudes that are that famous on YouTube and are so over the top, like the dude Dave's talking about.
And getting
He's
paid.
He's got to
Right.
talk like this.
If
It's
I
like,
would
dude,
try
it's a
that,
fucking YouTube
if I
video.
tried like any like there's that I forget what his name is, but he's a guy. He's got to be in his 20s with like muscular dystrophy. He just got really crazy limbs, and he is just this little handicapped dude, and he's a gamer. But he gets on there, he's like, "Oh, look at my mouse!" He's like Tom Green, but in a wheelchair, and it's cringeworthy.
That is so
But
cringeworthy.
everybody loves him because it's outright insanity. But I feel if we did, the four of us did anything crazy, if you did porn, it would be a hit. But you know that's
Thanks, Dave. I guess a backhanded compliment.
It is a
but-
backhand-
You'd be
No,
really good at
You know what
filming
you'd be
yourself
good
doing
in?
weird stuff.
it's no, it's not going to
If
get
you
much better
fucked
for
on
us.
camera,
because-
Alina, I really think you would go far.
But we would get
You
to
would
Tosh
definitely
0,
be
and
the
that's
most
it.
popular person at the reunion, is what they're trying to say.
That's basically what he just said.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
it's that chick from X Hamster. But here's the thing: you're on X Hamster, but the three of us were doing something stupid. We're on Tosh 0, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the extent. You could have other avenues, like you could get out of porn and do other things and learn from your experience.
Like direct porn.
Yes,
Yeah.
Because that's the only other avenue.
Do a documentary
rape
about your
porn.
days in porn.
Or be like, I
There's
remember
some-
my friend Dave, who the only famous he became was on Tosh 0, and he talked about these porn comedies. I'm gonna jump into that. Thanks, Dave.
Porn comedy.
Sorry, you're dead in a gutter someplace.
Did you just say porn comedy?
The Evan Stone, the House on Hoover Hill. That was a comedy. It was definitely a comedy. With
Could
tits.
you imagine like a real hardcore porn comedy?
Yeah, Orgasmo.
I
No,
mean, there wasn't
hardcore.
like
With,
fucking
but wait,
in it.
Like
but with
dicks and
actual fucking
things.
in it.
Yes.
Like Orgasmo, but with the sex.
Yes. Like someone comes and cracks a one-liner.
I see the movie that Dennis Reynolds was trying to write and make.
Oh my God.
What was the fuck was that movie?
Oh, an erotic life.
Yes, an erotic life.
No, but it was the one when they were on the M. Night Shyamalan
Ugh.
set. You know what I'm talking about? And he's demanding full penetration.
Oh,
in the
it was
sex-
Dolph Lundgren is a
Yes.
scientist who smells like a dog, but he has a giant nose for a head,
Yeah, that's
and he turns into a dog. No, I forget what they landed on, but it was all those things were a possibility of what he could have ended up to be. And there was a scene
that's my
where
favorite TV show. of
Dolph
all time.
Lundgren full on penetrates
the
a young
best.
scientist.
But he wants a sex scene full penetration.
Well,
Like he demanded it.
it's gonna be so confusing. No, it's gonna be clear. It's gonna be too clear what's going on. And that's the beauty of those actors. They don't need to play any other character. You're going to love them for being themselves, and they do it so well. The Mick works because she's D.
She's D. That's what I heard.
IP.
AP bio.
Yeah, thank you. That works because he's Dennis from the get go. When it
And
starts,
you know what?
he's
You know what
Dennis.
else too? How many times have you already seen Danny DeVito play Frank throughout the years?
Oh.
Oh,
So when he got signed on to play Frank, I
he
was just like,
retroactively became
perfect.
Frank.
yeah.
Like the Penguin was just Frank's dad.
God.
Like, where
At
that's
the
Frank's
end, when he
origin.
fucking grabs the parasol, he's like, "Shit! I grabbed the cute ones." Like that's Frank Reynolds.
Yeah, that wasn't a big stretch for Danny DeVito.
You gotta write a song about me not diddling kids. It's like, wouldn't do with anybody shorter than my daughter. Gotta be big, older than my wife, older than my daughter. Don't write a song about that. Like, and again, a genius, a writer, actor, director, producer. Death to Smoochie. Oh my God, fantastic!
That movie's such a fucking
that
like
came
a-
out of his mind. Yeah,
What's such an underground hit?
oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
My
Cult
favorite,
classic.
my favorite
cult
Robin
classic
Williams
because it
movie,
wasn't
yeah.
received well.
It
But
was not, but it was
it's a
so funny.
fantastic movie. Dark comedy. It's so
Like
it's
when
so
it-
over the top
ugh,
funny. Like
When he
it's-
ends up at that Nazi rally and you don't know what's happening. Oh my God. Fucking Rhino! It's Robin Williams being. That's like I want to say that maybe one of the first movies he was that over the top crazy in because he needed stuff like
he was a villain. He's never a villain.
What was the movie he did where his kid killed himself and then the letter goes on Dear Dad,
Something like that.
And then he did,
The-
like,
the
1 Hour Photo and the really dark movies like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and I think people are going, oh my God, that's Mrs. Doubtfire and the Genie. No,
That
that's
movie,
that's guess what?
that-
That's Robin Williams right
that
there.
movie
That's
he
who
did with
he is.
Bobcat, the one where his son kills himself with the accidentally.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah, that was a
Because
great.
he was jerking off. He's
Ooh.
choking
Oh,
himself. like that.
autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah.
Bobcat
Uh,
Goldthwait. He makes some killer movies.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah, he
Robin
does.
Williams did, and it was like one of the last comedies he ever did. Oh, hilarious! The movie was so fucking funny.
I'm gonna check that out then.
It used to be on Netflix for a long time. I don't think it is anymore.
You can't when they keep actors like that in a box. I don't know if you guys have seen that Jim Carrey documentary with him playing Andy Kaufman.
Oh yeah, when you
he
kind of
just
realize that
fucking loses his mind.
Jim Carrey's actually just a douchebag,
Yeah.
I
what that-
liked it.
dude. Like, look at him.
It got crazy whenever he came in and was arguing with the actor that played his dad, and that hairdresser is crying. She's like, "Oh my god, that's what my dad is," and Jim Carrey's like, "Oh fuck," but they keep doing it.
Yeah,
Like he just went to the fucking nines with that shit to the point it got fucking crazy.
oh, for sure. When he went and stopped fucking with Jerry Lawler, it's like, come on, dude.
That- Jerry
method
Lawler, that
acting
was stepping
bullshit's
because
gone too
he even
far.
said he was like,
oh, I'm
I knew Andy. He was like, I knew Andy, and we had a line. Because
he was like, yo, me and Andy were actually friends.
yeah. I
Like,
know
we
that
didn't do this
story.
when
Yeah,
the
they were
cameras were off.
orchestrated, yeah.
Which they didn't. So I understood why Jerry Lawler was fucking pissed. Like, quit being a douchebag. I don't know. That's just kind of how like I've lost to like, wow, Jim Carrey's gone crazy. Look at him now. He's like nuts.
Oh,
Well,
fucking
he's gonna
insane.
play. He's playing Terrence McKenna. Who is
I've heard a lot of people.
That might be fucking cool though.
That would be cool. But
yeah,
like,
definitely be cool. But
like
a lot
Ryan
of-
and I were talking about that. Like he just will indulge himself in that role for years because I think that's his next big project.
but then he'll just be a douche.
And what's he
The
do after
entire
that?
time he's working on it.
I mean, I feel
Like when he was fucking.
If it gets a good performance, fucking let him.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, dude, I'm
whatever.
not
That's
gonna-
your job. You get
hands
paid
down,
for it,
I mean,
they'll
Leo
do it.
just tries to stop
dude, Man on the
pollution.
Moon is just fucking a phenomenal movie.
it is.
I'm not saying
It
that,
really
but like
is.
he's just like now with like the way he acts now.
It's
It's
like he's kind of that
just-
wind him up and like let him go. But at least he doesn't fuck up a production. Like he's on a Brando. Like
No.
any movie that Brando was in, like Apocalypse Now, which is a fantastic movie. He didn't know his lines. They had to like hang up scripts
Well,
all
that
over
fat fuck
the
he
set.
ate the entire time he was on set for Apocalypse Now,
And,
didn't he?
and
ate
there's
the
that
whole
one
set.
scene.
He ate the whole set. I
And
mean,
there's-
that's when he really started blowing up.
Pretty
Was
much.
Apocalypse Now, wasn't it? When he really just turned into a fat piece of shit.
And that scene when he's reading is it Michael Douglas? When he's reading Michael Douglas that newspaper article, that wasn't in the script. He grabbed the newspaper article and just started reading it. And they're like,
I
they're
heard
like,
about
we don't
that.
fucking care. Like whatever, man. Just get the fuck out of here.
I heard about that.
Yeah, like, honestly, I feel that guy did one role well, and that's it, or a few roles, like before he lost his goddamn mind. But that just said you
Started
could.
sucking Richard Pryor's dick. Did you hear about that?
No. Oh, Richard
Yeah.
Pryor was a fucking deviant.
Marlon Brando and Richard Pryor together.
Yeah, who the fuck's?
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone
Did this
at
crazy
this-
interview.
where he fucking said there was like, was it one interview? Or was it for like 3 days? He
Something
just
weird.
he
yeah.
just kept saying ridiculous shit. By the time the Marlon Brando Richard Pryor thing, I was like, shut. Who fucking cares? Like, Quincy Jones is obviously crazy. He's just
Said he dated
he's
Ivanka
just-
Trump. He went out with her once.
yeah. He's just probably saying
What
wacky shit
happened to
because he's
Quincy
like,
No,
Jones?
but then I
he's
heard.
about to die and he's just trying to be remembered.
Oh,
I
So
heard
I think
that,
he's just trying to say
I don't think so. I think
Who
Richard
knows?
Pryor sucked.
Tom
Marlon
Hanks has
Brando's
3
dick,
poodles.
Or vice versa.
unzip him and see.
I'm almost positive Richard Pryor's ex-wife, like, confirmed that.
Well, he was
I think I
terrible
remember that,
to
too.
his wives. They would say a lot of shit about
Oh,
him.
he was married like 1,000 times.
He
Yeah.
was a serial abuser, serial
Yeah,
misogynist.
he was.
He was bad. And
Yeah.
again, brilliant comedy, but like, oh god.
He was an awful person.
No one that
But
great.
that's why his comedy was. That's why his comedy was good because he went, "Hey, I'm a piece of shit," and he talked about it.
Sometimes when you're that big and you're that talented,
It was like
There's a
watching the
dark
sun
side of you.
die. That's what it was just like watching the celestial
look at Louis
bodies
C.K.,
burn
dude.
out.
Look at that fucking asshole.
Oh,
I
Jesus
never liked
Christ.
Louis C.K.
I really didn't either. I tried to watch Louie, like or Lucky Louie, that was on HBO really
Yeah.
long
Oh, well,
time
Lucky
ago.
Louis sucked.
I didn't
but
mind Louis.
That was
Louis
bad.
was bad.
That was
But
bad.
I've definitely Louis not the greatest example. But I'm just saying someone who's talented that secretly they're doing some dark shit. You know what I mean? So like I'm sure it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
When you're like that crazy talented, there's gonna be something bad about it. Like Richard Pryor being a fucking dick behind closed doors to his wives. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, you lose perspective when you get money sometimes.
Oh, for sure. Plus, he was smoking crack all the time. I'm sure that had a lot to do with it.
Oh, that would ruin me for sure.
I can't believe they actually got this in a movie. Ever seen Bill Murray in Scrooged?
Mhm.
There's that line whenever he sees a guy catch on fire, and it's like a hallucination that the ghosts are giving him. He runs over and throws water on him, and Bill Murray goes, "Ha, I'm sorry. You know, I thought you were Richard Pryor."
Wow.
Hollywood was telling him to fuck off. Like comedians, I just think it was kind of like, yeah, dude, you're brilliant, but god damn it, probably die.
You have a lot of issues.
Yeah, probably stop polluting the pool.
You're kind of fucking it all up.
You said your piece. You said your piece.
On that note, we're at about an hour 10.
Oh
Shit.
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 Good, because I was about to start talking about Bill Cosby comedy.
Oh
So
god.
probably a good place to end.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I've already been.
We would just rehash Richard Pryor. It's like Bill Cosby's a monster, and
There we
you
go.
know,
End
he
of
still had
story.
some good work.
Yeah.
Chocolate cake joke's great, and bottom lip joke's pretty
52 women.
great. That's not great. That's not funny.
52. 30 of them are true.
He's playing shows again.
Oh, of course.
By the way.
What?
Yeah,
How's
he's
he
doing
gonna-
set.
Some of the motherfuckers are going to kill him.
When he walked out of his court hearing, he went Bill, and he went hey hey hey.
Oh,
That was the trumpet of the apocalypse.
It's on the way.
Well, he still has a lewd hookup. That's how he's getting off. He gave the judge some lewd. All right. Plug your shit.
Midnight Scario. You guys could find that on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and all the grams and books and twits.
Wait.
Yeah,
You guys are on a twit?
we're on a tweeter.
Yeah.
Tweeter. I'm not a fan. I
I
personally
don't
really
really
dig
give a shit.
Instagram. I like Instagram a lot. I just did my personal one. It's ESKEYE42. And what's the new one they just launched? Vivo or Viva or
Vero?
yeah, we were
What
talking
the
about that.
fuck is that?
We were talking about that the other night. I don't know what the fuck that
Apparently,
is.
it doesn't have an algorithm, so I'm thinking about it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah.
Well, you may have
Yeah.
just sold me.
Right? I'm like, oh.
We may need to try it.
I heard something like you may need to pay for it though.
Eventually, you have to pay for it, I think. But I have a feeling that might go to the wayside.
Well, that was a threat for Facebook. It's like join this petition so Facebook isn't going to pay. It's like,
Right.
get this out of
I
here.
think they're just drumming up interest.
Boo.
Like they're just trying to get people to sign up so they don't have to pay. They said like the first 1 million downloads free, but then you have to pay. But I'm like, that sounds like a ploy to me. It sounds like a
Yeah.
marketing.
Yeah.
Because
thing.
you would blow
Because
past
as soon as
$1
you
million
pay
by
for it,
now,
I don't want it
yeah.
anymore.
Right, exactly. That's how everyone is.
Well, yeah.
Instagram will copy your shit, and I won't fucking care. Right. All right. We'll be back. This is the second episode this week. We'll be back next week then, possibly. I don't know. Our schedule's all fucked up.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back. We'll be back eventually. Bye.
Good night. Later.